Hello, everyone. Sarah Cavalier, Director of Education and Onboarding. Today is the Ides of March. That means it's the 15th of March for those of you who know Julius Caesar and all of that stuff that happens in March. Anyway, today we are here to learn a little bit about the behind the scenes people of the marketing department, and they are marvelous, and we're going to learn a lot. And let's start off with Rachel, their fearless leader. Rachel, first of all, what is Whamageddon? I've seen the hashtag, but I really didn't know that this was a thing.
Yeah, I just read about it yesterday and I think it's hilarious. It's basically doing everything you possibly can to avoid the Wham Last Christmas song, which was playing a little bit ago, not by Wham, by somebody else. But
So
I
this
think
is
it's
okay.
funny because does anybody actually like that Christmas song? I mean, no, right?
Oh,
Like,
I kind of like
oh,
it.
Sarah.
I'm sorry. But I don't like it like if I'm in a good mood and I need some energy. Like that one's just very calming and soothing. Yeah.
Oh, Johnny says his daughter is obsessed. How old's your daughter? I'm just curious. Maybe it's a generational thing and I just don't get it. But I thought the game was hilarious. Oh, 13. Yeah, I'm not cool then.
Well, Rachel, it's you and your team here today.
Yeah,
Hello, marketing team.
everybody is super excited for this. Thanks for having us, Sarah. This is going to be fun. So, we are each going to teach you a little something today. Don't get afraid of like having to listen to every little thing because at the very end, we're going to share all the slides with you. Everything is linked. We've got some QR codes in there. So you'll be able to go back and get into all of this. Speaking of QR codes, we're going to talk about QR codes for one of those things. But first off, I want to introduce the team. Not everybody is on with us, but I'll tell you who is. So that is me up in the corner there. And then Carrie, who you know and love, is also with us, and she is our demand generation manager. That means that she is in charge of generating all of the leads for our company, which is awesome. We all love leads. Then, of course, we have Shayla. Hopefully, a lot of you have already met her. She's our creative specialist. So if you ever need anything designed or just want to talk about design or ordering some signs or whatever it might be, Shayla is your gal. Then, of course, Joey, who a lot of you also know and love, he is our lead marketing concierge. And so he is in charge of all of the marketing packages. We've got some exciting stuff for 2024 coming up too, but we're not going to talk about that just yet. Also, we've got Alyssa, and she is our digital marketing specialist. So I know a lot of you that have had questions about CBIQ or maybe Google, things like that. She is your go-to on that. And that's who's on today. But I also want to give a shout out to Sophia, who is our marketing concierge and helps with our marketing packages. And then, of course, Nicole, who a lot of you already know. She's kind of an extension of the marketing team. She's like our cousin, who is in commercial, but she joins all of our marketing meetings so we know what's going on and can help support our commercial agents. So I'm sure she's on. And if you have commercial questions for some reason throughout this, she's probably your girl to ask it to in the chat. We're going to try to check the chat for questions. But again, remember that at the very end, everything is going to be linked up for you. So don't feel like you have to memorize anything. We'll try to get to any questions we can. And if not, we can always reach out, or you can reach out to us separately. One thing I do want to note is make sure to reach all of us. Our email is marketing@cbdistinctive.com. So after this, if you have other questions or you think of them as you're going through the slides, just shoot us all an email. And the best person to answer it will answer your email. So with that, Shayla, I think, is up first, and she is talking about QR codes, which QR codes, didn't we all think those were going away in like 2000? And then all of a sudden COVID happened and it's like QR code everywhere. So
Yes, people love putting them on everything.
exactly.
But I'm here to tell you what to put it on and what not to put it on.
Perfect. Thanks,
Yeah.
Shayla, take it away.
Yeah, so hi everybody. I'm going to talk about QR codes, just give you a little rundown on those. So for people that don't know, it's a code that's scanned on your phone's camera and it leads to a URL, whether it's like your agent website or just something that you want linked. So you can go to the next slide. So we actually have one on CBIQ and it's super easy to use. So this is the one I'm going to show you guys how to use. So you're just going to want to log into CBIQ and then you're going to locate the marketing tab. And then you're just going to want to go to the drop down menu and then find QR code. And then whatever URL you want to highlight, you just want to make sure that you highlight the entire thing so you won't have any broken links and then your QR code won't work. So just make sure you highlight the whole thing and then always double check if your QR code is leading to the right thing as well. So yeah, so you're just going to want to paste it into the website URL and then you can go to the next slide, sorry. And then you're just gonna wanna make sure you select a few options. So for the size, you can click any of the sizes, but I just think medium is the best resolution, just for the things that I work on. So yeah, and then just make sure you click website and then generate your QR code. It's super easy. And then, yeah, so after you generate that, you'll be able to download it and then you can just save that as an image and you put that on any material you want. Let me know if anybody has any more questions on that, but our QR code generator is really simple to use. So yeah, reach out if you have any questions.
I love that. And I love that it's right in CBIQ with everything. It's kind of
Yes.
a one-stop shop. You don't have to go to any of those weird sites that then add advertisements on there. It's just a nice QR code. And we use these all the time for your guys' marketing materials too. So if it's something we're creating, this is our go-to. So please dig in. It's a nice little resource for you guys. All right. Yeah, Durango loves it. Thanks, Shayla.
Woo!
Next up, I believe we have Alyssa, who's going to talk about something super important that we talk about all the time, but a little bit more in detail, Google reviews. So Alyssa, take it away.
Hello, everyone. Yes, so like Rachel said, I'm going to be going over Google reviews. So if you don't know what Google reviews are, they are client testimonials that are shown publicly on your Google business profile. These reviews are really nice because they provide useful information and help your business stand out from others. So why are these important? Many reasons, but some of the main ones is they increase brand trust. They also increase online exposure through Google. They can convert more clients and they provide valuable insights about your business. So how do you get the link to send out for these reviews? So the first step is that you must have a Google business profile and it must be verified. I included a link on this slide on how to do that, but if you have any other questions, you can reach out to the marketing team. So then the next step, once you have that Google business profile, is you'll want to log into your Google account and click on the menu and then click Business Profile Manager. Next, you'll want to find the profile and click See Your Profile. And then once you have access to your profile, you want to click the drop-down menu to see the more options and you'll see Ask for Reviews and you'll want to click on that. And then your link will come up. So you'll just want to click that little box on the side there and that will copy your link, or of course you can highlight it and copy it as well. And then how do you use this link? So there's a ton of different options. Some of the main ones that we see is you can do an email blast and send it through email. This can be sent to past clients. You can attach it to your email signature. This is very nice because any email that you send out, they will see it right there at the bottom and they can click on it, easy peasy. And then you can also create a QR code for this so that clients can scan it as well.
Awesome. And we just came full circle already with the QR code mention. One question that we get a ton, and this happens to everybody, for better or worse, are bad reviews and what you do with that. So my rule of thumb is always be very careful with your responses, but it's kind of a threefold. If the review is the first comment, your second comment on there should always be, apologetic, understanding, obviously not negative and defensive. And I am more than happy to help come up with, a great reply to something like that. But then if there's another reply, so rule of three, if there's another reply, that third reply comes up, it's usually not going to be something overly friendly unless it's a thank you. Maybe they're like, thank you, you're right, I will take this bad review down. But a lot of times it can get a little bit ugly. And that is your cue to take it offline as fast as you possibly can. And that isn't always easy. Sometimes people don't want to, they stand by what they said. Reach out to us because like I said, I dealt with this a couple weeks ago with something, and it was actually completely unwarranted, and we are getting that removed, which is great. So that can happen, but it's really important, like Alyssa was saying, just to make sure from a reputation standpoint that all of that looks great, because that is where people are going to search for you. So you want to have all of these awesome, nice comments about you from past clients, family, and friends. I mean, that's a great place to start. If you're like, well, I haven't even worked with anybody yet, I'm brand new to business, have your friends talk about you, talk about your character and, what a great person you are, because that says a lot. We're in a very personal business. So the more people can get to know you through that, the better. Thanks, Alyssa. Anything else on that? Don't think so.
Sorry, I was unmuting myself. Nope, but if you need any help with any of that, you can reach out to me.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, Carrie is up next. She's running the slides and gonna talk at the same time, which takes talent that I don't actually have. Carrie's much more talented than I am.
Well, thank you. I'm going to talk about landing pages today. So Rachel mentioned at the beginning, everyone loves leads. I wanted to share just a quick tip about what you can do to increase the effectiveness of anything that you're doing, any sort of marketing campaign that you're working on, really. You can use landing pages to generate more leads. So one thing that I often see is agents or anyone will create these really beautiful marketing pieces. Then they'll stick on a QR code. Again, common theme here, but they'll stick on a QR code that just takes you right to the homepage of their website. And while we always love to drive traffic to our websites, adding a landing page before that can really help you to capture leads and generate some more business through your marketing efforts. So a landing page is a web page designed to persuade users to take one specific action. One specific action is the keywords there, because when you send someone to the homepage of your website, there are so many different things that they can do. They can browse through listings, they can get a home valuation, they can do all sorts of different things. And when someone has that many different options, often what they'll do is nothing. So they'll just maybe scroll up and down and then move on to the next, click off to the next website. So what you want to do is really capture their attention, draw them in with a call to action for something that grabs their interest and entices them to enter their contact information so that you can then follow up with them as a lead. So landing page is a great way to do that because it entices someone to take one specific action. So when should you use a landing page? This can be used really on any type of marketing campaign, whether it's social media, paid advertising, digital advertising, email marketing, postcards, anything like that, out-of-home advertising, maybe signage. You can always use a landing page, and it not only helps you to capture those leads, but also helps you to track which campaigns are generating leads for you so you can know what's working. So there's a really easy way to generate a landing page within Social Bay. So I wanted to show you that you all have access to it, and it's a really great tool. So to get started in creating your landing page, you can go into CBIQ and then use the little drop down on the top left-hand side to access Social Bay. So if you're not signed up for Social Bay, you haven't activated that yet, no worries, it's super easy. You just need to log into your social media profiles to get it connected. But once you do that, you'll be able to access this landing pages feature. And you'll see a tab over on the left-hand side that says landing pages. So click on that. You'll see 3 different options come up. So you have home value, you have contact, and downloadable guide. So these are the 3 different types of landing pages within Social Bay, and you can customize these. So for example, if you have something different that you want a landing page for, you can pretty much customize any of these. The contact one is a really great one to be able to customize and use for different purposes. But for the example, I have the home value one in the screenshots here. But those are the 3 different options. Home value would be an instant home valuation, or you can opt to have them submit their contact information and you follow up with a CMA that you put together for them, up to you. Contact would just be a simple contact form, or again, you can customize that. And then a downloadable guide actually creates a branded buyer or seller guide, whichever you choose, with your photo and your contact information. So if you choose that one, you don't need to import a guide. You don't need to create a guide. It's done for you through Social Bay, which is really nice. So choose the one that you are wanting to create. And then you'll see there are a whole bunch of ready to use pages up at the top. So they'll have different images in the background. So you can choose one of those if you like what they have, or you can scroll down to the bottom and there's a custom landing page option as well. So you can choose to, if you want, maybe you have a specific photo that you want to use, or different questions, different information that you want to collect from someone filling out the form. Scroll down to the bottom and you can choose to create a custom landing page. It's really easy. Once you do that, you can click on whatever one you choose, whether it's a custom or ready to use landing page. Click on this little actions dropdown and it'll give you the option to copy the link to that. So when you have that link, you can either turn it into a QR code like Shayla talked about, or you can link it in a social media post. Wherever you're using it, you can use that link to your landing page. And then use it, wherever you're wanting to put that in your marketing. Use a call to action. So for example, if I'm using the home valuation landing page, maybe I'm doing some social media posts or some digital ads that are inviting people to click on the link to get an instant home valuation, for example. So make sure your QR or your call to action lines up with whatever the topic of your landing page is. And then generate leads. So whenever someone fills out that contact form, it will come automatically to you through your CBIQ database, and you'll get a notification whenever a new lead comes in. So super easy, already connected and already integrated to your database. So you'll be able to just follow up super easily. So a lot of information, and I know I went through that quickly, but there are some more resources here. Again, you can download the slides at the end here. And there's some just different tools to help you customize and use these landing pages.
Thanks, Carrie. I love that. That bottom link, how to advertise your landing page, I think will be especially helpful for you guys, because they look totally custom to you and they help generate leads. So why not throw them on Facebook? Maybe it's once a month or a couple times a month and all the different categories that Carrie showed. That's a really great value that we get from CBIQ, which is awesome. I do want to also, there was a question that came in from Ankeny. They would like to know how to link your Google review to feed to Facebook business page reviews automatically. Alyssa and I were chatting back and forth, and we don't know of a way that that's automatic for you. She's going to put in the chat some suggestions from an article that she found. One thing though that I would say is that is an excellent place just to literally copy and paste and put those reviews on Facebook, on your Facebook business page for people to see. Another option would be to send it to your AC or to us, and we will make a nice 5-star review template for you to post on your Facebook business page. The nice thing, I guess, about that is people tend to start their search, and I think I said this earlier, on Google. So they're going to see those reviews probably first. That's probably one of the first things they're going to look at is those reviews. So to reiterate that on Facebook is going to be helpful. Google is going to pick up the fact that those are on Google and on Facebook. Facebook will come rising to the top, and you'll have all of that great information on both places after somebody has searched you on Google. So it does not hurt to have it on both places. And Facebook also loves images and graphics. So to have us come up with a nice little graphic for you, all the better. Great information, looks pretty. Facebook's going to show it to a lot of people. So it's a win-win. And thank you, Alyssa, for sharing that link. Michelle Berry has a question. How can you tell the lead came from a landing page? Carrie.
Yeah, great question. So when you get those lead notifications, the ones from the landing pages are going to have the letters SMC before. So for example, if it is from the home valuation page, the lead notification will say SMC-home value or SMC-contact or SMC-downloadable guide. That stands for social media center. So when you see that social media center, that means it's coming through Social Bay and you'll know that it came from one of your landing pages.
Awesome. Great questions, everybody. Let's move on to Mr. Joey. That's who's next, I think.
That's me. Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm going to just quickly go over how to add a custom sticker to your Instagram stories. This is my example of what we're going to create today. So next slide. Yeah, so first we want to prepare your story. So like in this, you actually open your Instagram story, pick a new canvas, and then down here on the bottom left is where you can actually upload your own photo. So what I'm going to recommend is that since everything we get is usually like horizontal, pick something far enough away, like this picture right here that I'm going to click on. Boom. It's far enough away so that when you actually make it bigger, your property is still in the, or whatever you're trying to highlight is still being highlighted well. So from there, next slide. So from there, you're going to go into your camera roll where you already have a PNG selected. In this example, I'm actually using the Coal Banker Distinctive Properties logo, the PNG version. It's going to catch up in a second. So once you have that, you can actually pinch and zoom in, make it as big as you would like. Again, just make it noticeable and keep it classy, people. Keep it classy. I put this one on top, and in a second, it'll show you. My bonus tip is to create an album where all the logos and any pictures you want, so it's easy to access. Hit copy right there by long holding, and boom. And then that's when you go back into Instagram and actually just hit the little A on the very top. Yeah, go internet. And then you just hit the A on top, and then that's where it'll actually bring up the where you post text, and you just long hold right there in the center, and it'll pop up paste, and that's basically it. So next slide. Got a couple bonus tips for you. So using CB logo, make sure it's PNG, just because that way you don't have to worry about boxes that are like too much too like on top, like if here's the image, too much or too low. And then also like this just sold, it's clean and clear around it, so you can add that wherever you would like. P or JPEGs, like this one on the far right with the price reduction, just sold, everything, it's not as clean and clear, and so there's a lot extra. So I'd avoid those. You can use this on Google searches, and iPhone users can create their own stickers. This is actually a quick little video that I'm linking here for you guys. So enjoy spicing up your Instagram stories.
Thanks, Joey. I love that. And it looks so professional too. I've seen a lot of our powerhouse Instagram user agents put their own logo on there and then even have a cool little graphic that has their contact information. That's also something that our lovely Shayla could help design for you. So if you, want a little almost calling card that you put on your Instagram stories, maybe it's the first one to a series of a bunch of pictures, she would be a perfect person to help you with that. I love it. Thanks, Joey. So now I believe it's my turn to talk even more. So digital business cards is what I want to talk about. Digital business cards are a great complement to your paper business card or a great option for standalone if business cards aren't something that you tend to carry along with you. I am guilty of never having a business card, so I jumped on this bandwagon really fast. It's awesome, especially for like industry events or if you're at, I don't know, a chamber event or something like that. It's really handy, and you probably are always going to have your phone with you when you might not always have business cards with you. So at the very least, it can be a backup for you. A few things I love about it that I added on here. It's cost effective, aka free. You can pay for options, but most of them are free. You can definitely start with free at least. Very easy to update. Whereas you guys know, if you have one little change that you need for your business card, you're ordering 500 more. So this makes it a lot easier. You can put lots of information. So I put enhanced information. So things like listings, that's an awesome thing to be able to link literally right in your business card that you're sending people, your Facebook, your Instagram, all of those great things. It's very easy to share, convenient sharing, obviously, efficient sharing. You can also, on some of the different apps, get analytics from that. So if people have opened your business card and those kinds of things. The actual example I'm going to show you does not have that feature on the free option, but does as you upgrade. Just keep that in mind. Then also branding. You can have it look great. And I think this next slide shows an example of what I mean there. So you can see in the cool little thing that Shayla did with the fake phone there. In the background, I've got a CB background, so people, recognize the brand, which is awesome. Obviously, you can't see everything that's on there, but I've got a fun little tagline and Facebook and Instagram and all of that stuff. So that's just an example of what one of my favorite apps looks like, and that's the Blink app. I know a bunch of agents in Iowa use this because we did this in person, I don't know, a couple years ago. If you scan that QR code, it's going to take you to the Blink website and tell you exactly how to set it up from start to finish. You guys, you could do this in 5 minutes. Really, really simple. So make sure when you're doing this, you fill out as much as you possibly can think of. But my pro tip here is make sure on your name, and this would be as, in this app, but really as your contact. And I know Sarah is a big proponent of this too, Sarah Cavalier right here, of adding this to all of your contact information. And that's the word realtor. Because when people go to search you in their contacts, if they just put in realtor, you're going to come up, which how awesome is that? You will be associated with being their realtor all the time. And then it's just that name recognition, which is awesome. So again, that QR code will help you set up a Blink card. Another option that just came out, I think like a month ago, is name drop for iPhones. So this is iPhone only. If you have Androids, there might be some other version coming out that I just don't know about that could definitely exist. I know, guilty iPhone cult user. So name drop is cool because it's super easy and you don't have to download anything. So while I like it, and I think it can be really handy if you haven't set up your Blink card or other digital business card yet, it isn't as professional. So I wanted to throw that out there as an option because there's been a lot of chatter about it in the news and whatnot. But it's a great option. Despite what you might have heard, it's a very safe option to use. People aren't going to be able to like steal your contact information or anything by having this. You literally have to be very close to the other iPhone to be able to exchange information, and you have to agree to share that information. The information though is very basic. It's your profile picture that you put in there. It's your number, email. You're not going to be able to add the features that you do with Blink. But I thought I'd bring it up because a lot of people have actually asked me about it lately, and just know that that's an option for you. But all in all, I'm a huge proponent of digital business cards. I think they're awesome to have, again, even if it's just as a backup. You might be running to the grocery store and run into somebody that could be a great referral or lead. There you go. You're going to have your phone with you, which is awesome. So Shayla, yes, she can customize banners on Blink for you as well. Great point. I didn't even think about that. That would be so cool. Really neat. And that could feature, your logo, your info, lots of cool stuff. So with that is through everybody, but I have a couple reminders, and Sarah might have a few things she wants to throw in here too. Our CB Connect direct mail program, you can still sign up for that and you will be able to get on the February postcard. So still kicking things off before the spring market. When you get the slides afterward, when you click the QR code, the screen here is actually linked to the website where you go and sign up. So we made it super easy. All of the FAQs are on there too. But of course, if you have any questions, reach out to us. And then I also wanted to bring up our awesome, in case you missed it, Tuesday, our global luxury event. It was so great. We had an awesome turnout. If you guys were there, I've had great feedback. The panel has just been blowing people's minds. So thank you. I think I saw Jen Colson on here and she was just wonderful. So I wanted to relink some of those things so you guys have access to it. This top left is our survey and then the event recording. So if you missed it, it's there, scan that and you'll get all of that great stuff. The survey is something that Todd did with resort and traditional market global luxury agents. You're going to love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And then of course the event recording, which is great. And then we also linked our global luxury marketing amenities on there. That's something that I shared on Tuesday, but check it out. It's a high level overview of our global luxury offerings and kind of a sneak peek into what we're going to be doing in 2024 with our overall marketing packages. So with that, I think we've answered all the questions that were in the chat. Sarah, what else?
Holy cow. Well, I don't know if anyone else is paying attention because I barely am at the moment because I'm on my phone and I want to check out all this stuff and work on my Google reviews, my landing page, check out name drop. I mean, oh my goodness, this is really good stuff. We'll have to have you guys back soon to either take more questions or to review this stuff. Oh my God, amazing, amazing, amazing. As far as wow, I think next week, Focus Friday, we are going to get up close and personal with a home warranty company named Achosa. So join us next week. Otherwise, everyone have a great weekend. Thank you, marketing department.